YouTubers, welcome back for another adventure. And what I want to do today is I want to get this thing out for a ride to make sure, the torque converter is functional, make sure the engine's honestly functional and everything else. One of the first things I got to do is get the old throttle off, get the new throttle on. I got a gas tank, I got the portable CDI, I got to get a cover onto this thing. So we have some work to do before it's even rideable, right? The last thing I want, So let's get that done, and then from there we can make some decisions what we're going to do with the rest of this machine, if we're going to bring it all the way back or if it's just another distraction. Maybe I'll ship it upstate for parts if it's another distraction. This is the throttle for the Polaris, and check it out. As you go wide open, it opens contacts. Right? You see the two gray wires, how it opens those contacts? I wonder if that does something with the advance. Anyway, something else to look up when I go and try to memorize the wiring diagram. So the throttle's installed. You guys remember this thing has been barking the carburetor off. I really want that to kind of stay on, right? We don't want to roast any chestnuts here should it kick it off and catch fire. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder a little ring around the edge, just a little something so that it kind of grabs on that right as I tighten it up. So let's get that done. I think while I'm here also, I'm going to take a look at the intake valve, make sure it's not too tight. If it's a little tight, it also will bark out the intake and cause trouble, be hard to start, and just be a generalized nuisance. So I put a little ring, there's a couple of wires underneath that solder so that it kind of grabs inside of there a little better. Here's the intake valve, and it's just a tad tight. I'm going to just loosen that up a little bit, so hopefully it'll stop backfiring out the carburetor. If you keep the valve closed, hopefully that'll make things behave a little better. Valve adjusted, carburetor put on, portable ignition hooked up. Definitely janky, especially that spark plug wire, so don't be surprised if she stalls out. I put just a little bit of gas in there, right, just in case this thing decides to spit the carburetor and ignite. We got the portable jump pack on it. This nice cold start. So let's see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't take 3 tries. The janky wiring slipped off. Let's try this again. Box is on. We should be good. Well, it runs. Now it's a matter of just kind of finishing it up so I can ride it safely. Right, I got to get that cover on. I don't want a Karen incident, so I'm going to have to take it easy with that loud exhaust. I don't think I'm going to be able to shove anything in there temporarily. So anyway, you'll see this thing soon. I'll be wearing the GoPro when you see it again. So, be back. I think this thing is ready for its first ride. I rewired this to look a little prettier. I redid the plug wire. You can see the carburetors on there. I have fuel. Well, let's do it. Unfortunately, the step's broken on that side, so one has to be a little careful. Nice metal seat. Power on. Neutral. Wish me luck. Wow, that exhaust pipe gets hot on the leg. So here we are. Wow, really hot on the leg. I had a lot of trouble with this thing. The batteries in the jump pack were no good. The gasoline I was using was no good. This carburetor seems to be a little too small for it. It's not getting enough fuel. This thing caused me grief. But on the positives, it did start, run, move, and do donuts. Unfortunately, when anybody plays with an all-terrain vehicle, I always get the comment, why didn't you finish them up? I kind of run out of money. Battery, 50, set of back tires. I wouldn't rush on those. I'm going to run these until they go completely flat, until they crack and go and die. But a set of back tires over a C-note, seat cover. I think my buddy could fix me up on that. Fixing the plastic, no big deal. This ignition is working, but I'm not in love with it. I gotta troubleshoot the entire 12-volt system on this thing. The electric starter doesn't work. None of these switches work. None of that stuff works. Once again, I gotta figure out what the heck to do with the carburetor. Front tires aren't bad, and they seem to hold there. I can probably easily put $300-400 into this thing without even blinking an eye. I don't know, what did I pay for it? $350. $400 gets me to $750. I'll have $750 into $1,000, a $1,200 quad, right? I mean, I like to fix these up. I like to troubleshoot them. That's why I do it. That's why I make the videos and all that other stuff. But from a practical point of view, let me fix it up and try to make some money. Hard. Let me fix it up and try to sell these for a profit. If you cut yourself in for $10 an hour, you're not going to get there. I probably have, what do I have in this machine? I probably have 20 hours into it. I mean, you guys see approximately a half hour worth of videos, but I probably have close to 20 hours into this machine at this point. If you include going to get it and other stuff, I could be even reaching toward 30. Research into parts, yeah, 30. Anyway, I need you all to keep your feet down, your heads up, and go out and enjoy your day, you know. Do some donuts on a Polaris. This thing is actually, with the nice wide track and all, it's easy to do donuts in. I didn't even have to use any body English to hold it down, so that's a cool thing. Once again, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. Feet down, heads up, get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.